Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Echo Isles between our gray orc player, Bizzare, and over on the left we have our blue human player, ToD. I'm gonna speed it on up to the 8x mark, to the 2-minute point of the game, and all the heroes come out, all the good stuff starts to happen. It is a Warcraft 3 arena replay of the week. And I happened to get on the last replay of the week pretty late because I had a motherboard issue. It sort of crashed on me, and well, it went kaput basically. Took me a while to fix. Had to order a new one.
Ready for action.
But that's okay. Happens from time to time. Mountain King out for ToD, and Blade Master on the way towards ToD. Militia can assist with the Ogre Warrior camp. And Gloves of Haste for the Mountain King, not too bad. Will allow him to attack a little bit faster and perhaps get off a little bit more bashes. And Blade Master attempted to steal a kill but did not get anything. Will be surrounded, but Windwalk gets him out of that jam. Militia on their way back, and looks like just gonna rearm the militia and move on to another creep camp perhaps. Looks like that is the case. Footman caught out of position there, gonna take a few hits. And Stormbolt hits the Blade Master. We'll get surrounded here, but Windwalk saves the day once again. Militia halfway out of time, gonna send them on back. Scout Tower on the way here.
Job's done.
And likely an Arcane Tower. No Lumber Mill.
Job's done.
And Brute Camp here going down. Blade Master harassment. And not enough mana. Nope, does have enough mana. My bad. Just barely had enough there to Windwalk. And looks like he may have gotten that kill there. And looks like it may have stolen the tome as well. Not quite sure who got that one. And Grunt has his work cut out for him, hacking down that entire farm with an axe. And an Arcane Vault coming down in a very obscure position. And scout farms all over the map. And Peasant really wants that completed. And the Ogre Magi camp here gonna go down. Proxy experience for the Mountain King. I think he is on his way back. Nope, waiting for the Arcane Bolt there. And just the Magi left. Beating the ever-loving hell out of this Footman here. And Circle of Nobility for the Mountain King. Except Clarity Potion, Scroll Regeneration. Already has a Clarity Potion going. One for good measure. One for the road, if you will. And Blade Master now in on the mix, hits the Mountain King, stops all of that regeneration. Peasant's trying to get this tower up here in the midst of the battle. And a Grunt goes down. Couple Peasants. Grunt worth a little bit more experience, though. Grunt has been completely surrounded. We'll lose this Grunt here. Another chunk of experience for the Mountain King. And Blade Master still stuck at level 1. Mountain King nearly level 3. And gonna be a guard tower there. And we'll soon probably power build a town hall with these here for peasants. Or not. One of the two. Either way. Nightcrawler camp here, going down. Mountain King staying away just a little bit there for that Clarity Potion to finish up. And there is a Brewmaster now on the scene. Brewmaster takes a couple kills by the looks of it there. And Scout Tower will go down. No speed-built Town Hall. And Mountain King on the way to shoo Blade Master away. Nope, gonna stun the Brewmaster instead. lots of footmen here in a little bit of trouble. 8 health.
Is under siege.
Loses several footmen.
Job's
A couple
done.
more peasants on the way. And now Wind Rider's out against ToD here.
Ready for action.
No real way to defend himself. Guard tower gonna go down very quickly. Do that
Our
large
town
amount of
is
piercing
under
damage.
siege.
And looks like a scout farm will go down here. Not gonna be too big of a deal, but gonna force him to remake that now oversupply.
Job's done. Our town
And the
is
expansion
under siege.
just can't quite get a chance to make that. Too much pressure from the orc.
Locked and loaded.
And 2 bestiaries made out in the middle of nowhere. And back home, pillage
done.
is on the way. Interestingly enough,
Our town is under siege.
no raiders out on the
Job's done.
field just yet. Oh, nope, starting to make raiders now.
Job's done.
Speak of the devil. And now riflemen on the way for ToD. Let's deal with these Wind Riders.
Our town is under siege. Job's done. Locked
And right now,
loaded.
just trying to defend his way out of this one. Too many Wind Riders.
Locked and loaded. Our town is under siege.
However, ToD has defending footmen, so it doesn't do too much damage to them. Reflects a little bit of damage once in a while as well.
Job's done.
And Murloc camp gonna go down for Bizzare. And Blademaster will reach level 2, so will the Brewmaster.
Locked and loaded.
And now multiple riflemen on the field to try and deal with this. Tome of Agility. And
Forces
what
are
was
under
the
attack.
item?
Upgrade complete.
And Claws of Attack +6 for the Blademaster. Not too bad. And I'm gonna go after the Marketplace camp. And Tome of
Our town
Agility
is under siege.
on the ground there. Mountain King probably be best to pick that up instead of the Blademaster coming across it. A couple guard towers here gonna defend the riflemen for now. But is netted, may go down here. Militia has been called to deal with the raiders. Meanwhile, the base here, the creep camp still underway. And loses a barracks as well. And Wand of Mana Stealing for the Mountain King.
Locked and loaded.
And Tome of Agility is going to be passed up. Nope, going to grab it. And probably better just to pick it up rather than the Blademaster get his grubby hands on it. I don't know why he has grubby hands, but, you know, who knows? Your enemy always has grubby hands. And back at the York base, nothing too crazy going on, and not bothering with an expansion at all either. Bestiary's out in the middle of nowhere. Very interesting. And the Voodoo Lounge as well, out in the middle of nowhere, but that is not too unusual for Orc. Blademaster can just run over there and grab things and come on back. Seeing the Renegade Wizard camp here. Be assaulted by a Bizzare. And no expansion coming up for ToD at all.
Job's done.
And now here comes ToD to defend this. And all the good creeps left behind. And may fall in the hands of ToD. Who is going to get it first? Looks like the Mountain King storm bolted that first. And looks like he kind of boots the speed out of that. So not too bad there. Boots of speed, always a welcome item to pick up. And Grunt going to go down there. A couple militia going to fall here very quickly. Riflemen going after the Wind Riders. One of them down. Level 4 Mountain King now. And another Wind Rider will fall here. Wind Rider is going down really quickly. All Wind Riders down. And a pretty nice breath of fire there. It's the majority of ToD's units. And now some more Wind Riders coming in, or Raiders coming in to help reinforce the situation here. But all of their siege damage not faring too well. It's the rifleman and the footman. And another raider goes down. Level 5 Mountain King, leveling extremely fast here on this battle. Level 3 and a level 3, though, for Bizzare. And another really good breath of fire there. Takes out a rifleman and pretty much dooms 2 other riflemen. Mountain King takes out one of his own riflemen there. Which is ironic, as it was Mirrodin who was very upset at Arthas for betraying the mercenaries who fought for them. And that's kind of a quote. It's somewhat of a quote there.
Locked and loaded.
And now bulk rifleman out on the field stopped producing footmen and has level 1 attack. And as far as Bizzare, no level 1 attack at all. And Ogre Mauler goes down. Tome of Strength and a Wand of Lightning Shield. And immediately sells that wand. The Berserkers will go down next. Level 3 and still level 3. Not quite the way to level 4 just yet. With the 2 heroes and all. And an expansion down here. Very odd choice from Bizzare. Don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that one. Perhaps he thought that his army was going to best ToDs and be able to defend this bottom area here, but really, not sure if I agree with that. Something that I probably wouldn't be bold enough to do should I be playing. And now clearing out his own expansion that the expansion should have been made at anyway. And ToD still not expanding, and lots of peasants there could be brought down to expand. Doesn't have the gold, but could wait on that a little bit here. Raider may go down. A little chunk of experience to the Mountain King. And all the riflemen just shot the rifleman there in the center. A little bit of a misclick. And used a scroll of regeneration, I think, on that. And on just one guy. I don't know if that was very efficient. And Bizzare, the Voodoo Lounge. Gonna go down here. And Mercenary Camp. Renegade Wizard Camp goes down. Claws of Attack plus 9 given to the Blade Master. Now plus 15 damage on the Blade Master. Missed the majority of that creeping, but did get sight of the item, and that is generally the most important part. Level 3 and level 3 still. Blade Master will get level 4 from this. Brewmaster may get level 4 from this. And the Bestiaries will not last much longer, especially with the insane damage of those pickaxes. Beware the pickaxes. Gloves of Haste on the ground there. Double Gloves of Haste for the Blade Master. Scroll Protection and Scroll of Healing for the Mountain King. And the Blade Master, pretty dangerous. Very fast attack speed. 30% faster attack speed. And plus 15 damage. Also has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as well. So this is one pretty stacked Blade Master. At least for a level 4 at 15 minutes into the game. Scroll Protection goes on the Rifleman. And that will add quite a bit of damage reduction. 11% to damage reduction per Rifleman there. Leave them for a little while. Potion of Invulnerability transferred to the Brewmaster. Brewmaster will survive for a little while, but the Stormbolt probably being saved up for that Brewmaster. Nope, going to be used on the Blade Master instead. Blade Master will go down, and double kill there for the Mountain King. And now level 6, actually beyond level 6, and is just leveling at turbo pace here. And nice bash, catches that grunt. And the Great Hall here will not be completed. Riflemen say otherwise. Arcane Vault coming up. And still no expansion for ToD. and still producing a rifleman 2x2. So he's going to have a lot of them soon.
Job's
Arcane
done.
Bolt completed, and the Mountain King will get that Clarity Potion going. And a Scroll Regeneration may purchase a second Clarity Potion as well, indeed. And now heading over to the tavern, will he buy a second hero? Looks like he's sort of converging over there.
Our town is under
And
siege.
definitely doesn't have the funds to buy a second hero just yet. Peon gonna go down. And a Raider going after the Altar of Kings. And 2 riflemen waiting at the tavern. So I'm wondering if he's going to get a second hero and what that hero would be. And I'm thinking could be a Beastmaster. That would be pretty nice. Especially with the Hawk. Would be able to see the Blade Master at all times there. Would be quite helpful. Beastmaster, pretty soft counter, let's call it, to the Blade Master. Wouldn't necessarily want to go as far as to say hard counter. And Mountain King nearly level 7 the majority of the way through level 6 here. And looks like the Blade Master will revive just in time here, but is level 4 outmatched by this level 6 Mountain King. And I wonder if he has an avatar or if he just decided to get level 3 Bash. And it'd be a little bit silly to get level 3 Bash instead of avatar, but I suppose it is a viable strategy. Burrows here are going to be lined up. And Bizzare coming here. Peasants fighting for their lives, swinging their pickaxes. And tons of nets going down on these riflemen here. Riflemen going to fall down really quickly here on the left. And the Blade Master going to town on these riflemen with that 30% increased attack speed and that additional damage. These crits are absolutely wasting these riflemen. And ToD is going down here really quickly, just left with almost peasants. 3 riflemen left and no expansion, so not going to be able to really make these too quickly. Did have quite the amount of floating gold there, but the riflemen will soak that up pretty quick, buying them 2x2 like that with no expansion. Arcane Tower trying to be completed here, and is nearly complete, and we'll start roasting up that Blade Master here shortly, but the peasants abandoned the situation. And no, just a scout. Nope, it actually got canceled by the looks of it there.
Our forces are under attack.
And back at ToD's base here, still making those riflemen 2x2. And Blade Master just having a good old time here, eating up these peasants. And starting to actually turn the game around here.
Our forces are under
Bizzare's
attack.
Blade Master is just out of control. Attacks so quickly. And that 15 damage. And Blade Master in the base of ToD here. Gonna go after these weak riflemen. And getting some really good crits in there.
Our gold mine is running low.
Gold mine now low for ToD. And I'd imagine it would be the same for Bizzare. And at this point now the rifleman just feeding the Blade Master. And Mountain King head towards the Goblin Merchant.
Job's done.
And a huge Stormbolt there on the grunt. Takes that out. And picks up a Dust of Appearance and a Scroll of Protection for this Rifleman army. And I'd really like to see level 1 armor on these Riflemen researched. Doesn't have a lot of funds for ToD, but it still would be nice, especially combined with the Scroll of Protection. Would have an additional 1 armor. And would make them pretty hardy, to say the least. And uses a dust of appearance to see if he can see that Blade Master, but not around. Instead, the Blade Master all the way back in the base there. Healing up. And no brute camp here. Gonna go down, not gonna provide any experience for the Blade Master, but will get a tome. Didn't actually see what the tome was. Looked away for just a moment to see if the Brewmaster was being revived and missed the tome, but that's okay. Could have been that crazy. Don't think it was a tome of experience or anything. And I'm not even sure if that camp can drop a tome of experience. I think it has to be a higher level camp than that. The Ogre Warrior camp will go down. A Circle of Nobility, now plus 17 damage for the Blade Master. And even more attack speed with that slightly higher agility. And just 200 gold left in the mine for ToD, 1,000 for Bizzare. And Brewmaster will be out shortly. And now back at the Goblin Merchant. Buys a potion of lesser invulnerability, sells his other potion of invulnerability, and then buys a scroll of healing. Not sure if that was very efficient. And neither player really got the big creeps. Gargantuan Sea Turtle camps. Playmaster running around the center of the map here. Tons of militia coming. And I think he was preparing for maybe assaulting this expansion here, but not to be found. In the words of Dragon Warrior, there are no stairs here. And militia on the way, but already pretty much out of militia power. Mountain King Stormbolts the Raider there. Fairly good. Breath of Fire hits the majority of these units. Scroll of Healing heals them on back up. Scroll of Protection keeping them alive a little bit better. And Rifleman going down so quickly here. The Blade Master just so strong. And I hear all the time on my channel cries for the nerf of the Blade Master, and some of them may be a bit true. As you can see, the Blade Master just absolutely crushes through units, but that is not really my place to decide, as the Blade Master can certainly be countered, especially Dust of Appearance and such. And Whirlwind gonna absolutely thrash ToD here and take out almost all of the peasants and units that were remaining. And another grunt gets finished off there. Playmaster going towards the back of the base. And Stormbolt on the Blademaster, but not gonna really cut it, I don't think. And a net there on the Mountain King. Stops that for the moment. Mountain King chasing down the Blademaster. Blademaster running for his life. But the Mountain King going to take the damage from the burrows. And sooner or later, Mountain King's going to take a crit here. And it's just a matter of time. Who's going to win? And now netted, so he's going to have to stay there. And ToD exits the game. And that Blademaster pretty much alone won the game. Just took out so many riflemen. Just too much damage. The crit, I think it might be the crit on the Blademaster that is the most overpowered thing. I think that's what most people would agree on. It's just a little too high, being able to do upwards of 300 damage in one hit, sometimes multiple times in a row if you are lucky to get that crit multiple times in a row. And if that is the case, you can pretty much just one-shot a unit, then go on to the next one. And if it's got half health, you can one-shot that one, and so on. Could use maybe a little bit of a nerf, but again, not my really place to decide nerfing or anything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. Make sure you guys like, subscribe the video, and I will see you guys next time.